We are live on the Squared Circle, back for another edition. A few days away before Iron Paradise.
Counting them down, Chris. Counting them down.
It is the Toy Man Chris Hill along with Jay Kirby, ready to take this going. So Iron Paradise this Saturday night in Keene, Texas. Get your tickets now. They are going, and you want to be sure to get yours when the time comes. So definitely want to make sure you get your tickets. So
absolutely, it's going to be a hell of a good show, Chris. We've got some matches that we're going to talk about here tonight. We've got a guest tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, we'll be greeted with Ocho Camacho later on this evening. So
we'll be in action Saturday. So
yes, as we say, cards subject to change. We already have some changes, and I don't even know if Ocho knows he's got a new opponent.
I'm sure it's not going to slow him down any.
No. I can't imagine anything would slow him down. So that's all right. So let's jump into it. I mean, we've got a few matches to talk about for sure. Lots of what's the word?
Controversy.
There's been some talking online. I've got some promos that we will talk about with these two gentlemen, but it will be the already dead fallen angel Seth Anunnaki taking on Trey Jackson representing the Sanctuary.
With the ever volatile Ricky Jackson at ringside.
Yes. So
this is gonna be an interesting match, Chris. I've said it for weeks. A lot of combustible elements here, but Seth is trying to put a flag down for the cruiserweight division. He's trying to make a name for himself, and Trey's trying to, with all due respect to him, he's trying to live up to a reputation of being a second generation star. So you got two men here that got a lot to prove, and two other gentlemen in this match that are they're not the calmest, Chris. They don't drink their green tea and meditate every morning. So who knows how this match is gonna go? It could be a spirited contest between two gentlemen, or it could be an absolute war.
Definitely so. We did hear from both of them earlier this week, and we'll go ahead and play right now, starting with Seth.
Trey Jackson. It's not too often I feel bad for my opponents. Well, it's not that I feel bad for you, but for your father, Ricky Jackson. You see, me and your father many moons ago, we've had our history. Jigen left me bloody and scarred for life, so I took his gold, and after some divine intervention, lightning struck and killed the dying breed, and I thought it was done. But he's honed you with the light of the Sanctuary. At APW Iron Paradise, I feel bad because he's gonna have to watch me dismantle you, limb from limb, piece by bloody piece from ringside on March 8th at Advanced Fitness Center, and there's nothing he can do about it. Live, fly, and die.
Seth Anunnaki. I gotta say, man, thank you. Thank you for bringing it out to the light. You were correct on a lot of things. You did take my gold. You did get whipped pretty bad. Nothing bigger to say, dude. From you took that whipping from Jigen. Rough.
Huh? Did somebody call Jigen? Do I get to come play? Oh, please tell me I get to come play.
And you did survive that. That would impress me. But really what I want to thank you about You talked about divine intervention is what killed the dying breed. And you are correct.
Yes.
Because when I lost the belt, I thought I was going to be empty inside. I thought I was going to be filled with rage. I thought I was going to go on destruction mode. But I was actually relaxed. It was divine intervention because that's what started me killing the dying breed from the inside. Like I said, was the only way. But now we fast forward. And I asked you a favor. Please, Seth, underestimate my son. You want to talk about you feel sorry for me? There's nothing to feel sorry for. I'm blessed beyond measure. And you're talking about you're going to tear him from limb to limb in front of me? Who trained you?
It was you, actually.
And I'm not trying to sound arrogant or cocky, but you think I'm not going to train him harder than anybody else I've trained? Because he carries my name. So please, Seth, I beg you, underestimate him, overlook him, get that rage fueled for my hatred of me. And please overlook him. Ask Shane Strapmore, the one that has held the title for APW, the longest reigning heavyweight champion in APW history. Ask him what happens when you overlook my son and you think you're going to be brought to, what did he say? A lamb brought to slaughter.
Not quite what happened.
He had to use brass knuckles, knuckle dusters. He used a foreign object to beat him. And then we go to Phil Noir. Been around for a while. His hatred for me came out in overlooking my son. Cost him a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. And it was clean. So, Seth, I beg you, please, overlook him. Let that anger and hatred for me come out. I've been there. It's going to just consume you from the inside. We can do it that way. Or you can just see the light and change. You have this whole demeanor of being the fan favorite where everybody loves you to just going on destruction. And I just want to know why, Seth. You had everything. We will get there one way. But Seth, you always have a place in the sanctuary. But please, I beg you, overlook my son. Be fun. Be a great fan. Let's put on this.
Definitely going to be an interesting match. And Jagan, I don't even, that was before my time. I don't know where that
I am not here to try to understand Ricky Jackson's mentality. I'll leave that to some professionals, maybe some gentlemen in white coats. Strong words from both camps, Chris. Seth, threatening violence, not a good, clean match. He is wanting to kill and destroy the legacy of the Jackson family. And then Trey is over here trying to live up to it. Like Ricky said, trained by his father. And I don't know if you've ever been coached or trained by family. They're sometimes a little harder on you than most coaches are going to be. They know that diamond's in the rough, so they're gonna push you beyond what you're ready for.
Amber, not a fan of Ricky.
She's entitled to her opinion. I am not here to disagree or agree. But Trey's not going into this. He ain't going into this overlooking Seth. He's ready. I mean, keeping an eye on Trey and the Sanctuary and their training regimens. So it's been it's interesting to say the least.
All right. We will also have our women's championship on the line as Hilda La Muñeca will be taking on the tattooed metalhead Pitbull Hudson Envy.
Chris, this is going to be a fight.
Yeah. Debut for Hudson. It's the first time these two have met, so it will be an interesting match for sure.
Yeah. Hilda, we watched not last month, but January, if I'm not mistaken, defend the title successfully and won with a submission. And then our newest signee is coming in like a house of fire. I mean, you saw it there. She does not look like the kind that's gonna just blow over for the champion. She ain't gonna lie down for anybody. So James in for a rough night, and I'm excited to see what happens.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Hudson is DFW All Pro champion, or at least was up for the DFW All Pro Championship. So
let me do some research, Chris.
Yeah,
I fixed you here on the spot.
I'm just kind of going off of memory on that one, pulling it out of nowhere, maybe. But it will be Hilda taking on Hudson. First time.
Yeah, looks like she is in fact DFW All Pro Women's Champion.
Okay.
So we got champion versus champion here tonight.
Yeah.
It's these two are gonna. Now I'm really excited because if we got one set of gold, maybe if Hilda wins, she gets a shot. Maybe if Hudson, Hilda's already got two women's titles, so she might have a shot at 3 now.
Yeah.
So let's I'm intrigued to see what this Hudson Envy can bring to APW.
And let's see. Then we've also got in singles action the American Viking Xander Slade taking on the magnificent Mike Rogers, who also had a few things to say this week. Let's hear Mike.
This Saturday, March 8th, the magnificent Mike Rogers, I make my return down to Advanced Pro Wrestling in Keene, Texas. Now, Xander Slade, you've already been announced as my opponent, and I know that APW is your home, where you're comfortable, where you've accomplished the most of your accolades. I hate to break it to you, pal. I plan on kicking the door in on your Iron Paradise and making myself right at home, right where I belong. If you got a problem with that, man, there's only one thing left to say. You can either hit the weights or hit the pavement.
It's been a minute since we've seen Mike Rogers in action here at APW.
Well, it doesn't look like he's sitting on the couch, Chris. Looks like he's in the gym. He's preparing for this match. He ain't taking Xander lightly at all, which, I mean, we saw Xander wrestle last month. We saw him go after the Wrestle America Liberty Championship. So neither of these boys are coming in looking like slouches. Xander's got a little bit of a losing streak behind him, though. He lost in the North Texas Fatal 4-Way. He lost in the Liberty title match. As Mike is gonna, he's clearly in the gym. You could see the man's got a physique. He ain't sitting around eating Cheetos. So Xander's gonna have a hell of a night ahead of him. Trying to swing this momentum back in his favor.
All right. Well, we're going to take our first commercial break, and we will be right back with the rest of the matches for Iron Paradise this Saturday.
Are you ready to start your fitness journey today, but don't want to deal with the hassle of big, overcrowded franchise gyms, or tired of waiting on gym equipment? Then head down to AFC Advanced Fitness Center in Keene, Texas, where we're locally owned and operated. That's 2221 FM 2280 Keene, Texas, where we offer several different memberships starting out at $23.99. We also offer 24-hour memberships and also tanning. Don't forget to call us and ask us about our first responder discounts and our educator discounts and also veteran discounts. Call us at 817-506-0003. That's 817-506-0003. Call us today and let's get healthy together.
Looking for unbeatable daily deals on the hottest vapes and treats? Head to Vapor Labs. Discover amazing sales on Geek Bars, Core Infinity Vapes, and a variety of delicious gummy treats. Find us at 1301 West Henderson Street, Suite 1, Cleburne, Texas, right between World Gym and Bright Dental. Don't miss out on your next great deal at Vapor Labs, your one-stop shop for all things vape and more.
Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County.
Oh, you cut off the APW commercial, Chris. Damn you.
Commercial. Well,
Are they supposed to know about some of the best wrestling in Texas? Are they supposed to know about Iron Paradise this Saturday night?
On here, and yeah. Anyway, so the next show will be Iron Paradise in Keene, Texas, at the Advanced Fitness Center that we also saw the commercial for during that. But it will be Iron Paradise Saturday night, Keene, Texas, 7:00. Be there. So Chris says Mike is good. Not as bad as old Rebel and Anvil. Well,
Mike is very good. He said he's going to basically kick the door into Xander's home, put his feet up on the coffee table, and he wants to see if Xander's going to do something about it.
Oh, Haas, we would have you back in a heartbeat. You just let us know when you're ready. Let you take on Big John G. You can get
Ain't gonna be me, Chris. We both know that. I'm perfectly fine behind my table.
All right, so we do have another match that is going to kind of be unfortunately, Aaron Atlas is out. He is the Jack to Juicy fan. Okay, you know, I told you growing on me a little bit, Jason. That's a little bit.
It's supposed to be impartial, Chris. Damn it. Get me in trouble.
Big John Goof. I agree with that one. So, anyways, Aaron Atlas is out, and we do have a new opponent for Ocho Camacho. It will be Will Locke coming in. It's the debut here at APW. I haven't been able to find much about this. The board of directors booked him in place of Aaron. So we shall see how that plays out. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know who he is. I don't know what.
Listen here, Chris. I was out on assignment last week. That's why I was in a remote location. I was trying to find information on this guy, and he's a man of mystery. He's hard to dig up any dirt on. I got no footage. I've got no tapes. I've got no interviews. Man just magically appeared. And if the board is out here saying that he is either A, willing, or B, able to fight the likes of Ocho Camacho, then he's got to be a somebody. He's got to be bringing something to the table, because as we're going to find out later tonight during our interview, Camacho ain't no slouch.
No, not at all.
coming back to APW, he wants heavyweight gold. He doesn't care who's going to be in the way, whether it be Aaron Ellis or whether it be this Will Locke. So I've been trying to dig up something on the guy, and it's been fruitless. So he ain't a nobody. The board's got to see something in him. So I guess we will see come Saturday what this mystery opponent Will Locke is going to be for Camacho.
All right. And then we will have, as Big John G has said, it will be the APW Tag Team Championship match with the Posse Big Herd and Big John G. Obviously, Rock Mannon will be at their side.
Of course.
Taking on Rebel and a new partner. Rebel's having to find a new partner already. Anvil has succumbed to illness and is not going to be able to participate this Saturday.
Well, that is unfortunate, and Rebel better be making every single phone call, email, smoke signal, telegram that he can make. He's got what we got, roughly 72 hours, Chris?
About that, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
he's got 72 hours to find a tag team partner to take on the. And no offense to your boys, Jacked and Juicy, but the biggest, meanest team in the company. They are two mountains of men, just mass upon mass. You saw Monday. We had to build the ring and make sure it was enforced enough for the main event, the tag team match. So they're not walking into two schlubs. These are two big boys. So I don't know what favors he's got to call in, what devils he's got to make handshakes with. He better find a tag partner willing, able, meaner than a junkyard dog, Chris.
I don't disagree with you on that. I mean, I may have a difference of opinion with the Posse, but I will say they are a force to be reckoned with right now.
I mean, me and Rock Bannon don't see eye to eye at all. Mostly because I'm about 1.5 feet taller than him, but those are not easy boys to beat. We saw what they did to the Iron Savages. They won the tag team war last month, the battle lines. So they're Rebels got to find him somebody. Listen, I'm trying to be impartial here, but Rebels got to find somebody else. We're just going to watch a mugging is what we're going to watch.
Brady chiming in.
WSN.
And
good evening, Mr. Owens.
Speaking of next Thursday night, WSN will be releasing Battle Lines 3 on the WSN network. So you want to tune in. We're going to see what we can do. We might try a watch along or something with that. Do that here on the show, at least for partial, because
I'd be intrigued.
We can't compete with ourselves. I mean,
no. It's not fair to you to compete with me at the commentary table, let alone me on the show and on commentary.
Exactly. They never know what's going to happen there. So we'll see what we got going on. But that will be released, and you'll be able to watch it anytime on streaming services, Facebook, WSN, DC Network, everything. But I've
WSN very recently got the streaming rights for APW, which means they've been doing some contract negotiations. They've been reaching out to talents. They've been bringing in people like Shogun Jackson. They're shaking things up, Chris. I don't know if it's for the better or not, but they're shaking things up.
I've heard from sources well connected that we can expect big things not only this Saturday but on the 22nd as well. So,
Metal Mayhem, March 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
That is news to me, and it makes me both very excited for Metal Mayhem and also super anxious because I don't want to see myself get drugged into one of those steel contraptions, okay, behind the table for a reason.
They like us ringside. I think we might be ringside
Yeah,
that way too.
I've
You know,
noticed.
that's
I need to talk to WSN about, health benefits.
and night to remember his story.
Night to
All right.
remember. That's Mr. Owens, that's a bold statement, but I mean,
He's got the money to back him up. So
he's the one that's got to back it up, not me.
he does have the board's backing. The board has said that Rock Bannon cannot lay hands on any WSN talent.
Or himself, our world champion, and our world tag team champions will all be suspended.
Exactly. So, but Iron Paradise coming up to Advanced Fitness Center this Saturday night. It will be 2221 FM 2280. If you go to Keene, Advanced Fitness Center is right by the Domino's there. That's the only way we can say it. It's right by Domino's. So but it will be a night of action. It is going to be a comfy night. It is very compact. Get your tickets now, especially if you want front row, VIP. VIP maybe gone already. I never know.
You get those tickets now. If you haven't already gotten your tickets, you might be missing out.
And if you've not been, the ring is set up already. You can go look to see how compact it's going to be. So
I was there. I was there Monday to help build the ring. There ain't a lot of room, so do not wait till the last minute to get your tickets. You got to get there nice and early. Got to get yourself. It is Trey up. I'm sorry, I read that horribly wrong. But get your tickets.
Society.com.
Oh, you can get. See, didn't know this. This is new information, Chris. For all you wonderful fans out there, the WrestlingSociety.com. You can get your tickets for Saturday night and get them in advance. I've been to the Iron Paradise. I've been to the Advanced Fitness Center for shows for APW before. Them tickets go quick, and the good seats, they go even quicker. So get your tickets early. Don't miss out. It's going to be a hell of a night.
Trey checking in as he's getting ready to go live on his own podcast tonight. We're going to have all kinds of competing podcasts now, APW, everything. It's going to be Thursday night, APW. Just pick your poison and catch the other ones on replay.
Don't you worry, Chris. Curbside Network is never going to have to compete with APW.
So
you're welcome.
All right. Well, let's take our commercial break, and we'll be back shortly with our guest.
Hello from Stitches, Clings, and Things, where we offer custom t-shirts for personal wear or business apparel. We even offer vehicle decals and even custom crochet items like beanies, blankets, coasters, and more. Please contact through our social media platform on Facebook or call us at 817-666-8027 and even email us at stitchesclingsandthings@outlook.com.
Hi, welcome to Henson Photography. We do all kinds of photos. Sports photos, family photos, and shows like APW. We have done rodeos, volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, color guard, promos, and many more. Henson Photography is family owned and ran. So come check us out on Facebook at Henson Photography, and we will see you at the next show.
Do you want to advertise your local business to a wider audience? Well, why not advertise with Johnson County's best pro wrestling promotion? Have your business showcased on Roku TV through the DC Network throughout episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and also through the Squared Circle podcast. For inquiries, please email advertisewithapw@gmail.com.
Well, looky. Everyone took tonight off just so they could watch us. So we got WSN took the night off. Trey saying they moved theirs till tomorrow, and Ricky joined in as well. So
Look at
tomorrow
that.
night, Trey and Ricky, you want to watch their podcast? Great stuff on there. I usually have to watch it on the replay, but maybe we'll
Well,
catch them live
gentlemen,
tomorrow.
we're very respectful that you decided to take the night off, kick your feet up, enjoy tonight's show and tonight's interview, getting ready for Saturday night. However, me and Chris are not taking the night off. We don't care what we had to do during the day, because we ain't slouches. We are here trying to bring the best content for APW. So we hope you're enjoying it so far.
Both. I mean, you're. I would say both of us had medical things today. Yours was more intense than mine. I just had my eyes dilated on mine. So there's.
So that's why you cut the commercial early. You couldn't freaking see.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Anytime, Ricky. So Iron Paradise this Saturday night in Keene, Texas. I keep wanting to say Alvarado. I know it's not Alvarado, so it's like
That's okay. I almost said Cleburne the other day. So
yeah.
Keene this Saturday night.
Definitely want to be there and get your tickets now. It's going to be an incredible show. It's going to be interesting to watch all the action. The women's championship match, I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to, well, and I'm curious who Rebel's going to bring.
I am concerned who Rebel's going to bring. I am curious. I am out here just trying to get some kind of scoop on who the new tag partner may be, but I am legitimately concerned because, like I said, tag team champions, they're not slouches. Big John G, he may talk too much, way too much, but he's not taking this match lightly. Like he said, he was training for a 10K, so his cardio's good. I know you've never seen what a gym looks like, Chris, but Big Herd.
I've seen what they've looked like, but
Big Herd is pushing some weight around. Okay,
yeah.
Man is out here benching in the threes. So, and I don't mean 003. That man benched 300. So that's not a small number. These two gentlemen are going to be tall tasks, physically, and pun intended. Height-wise, tall task for whatever team is about to step into that ring come Saturday night. So we're gonna see a fight.
Well, and Rock Bannon's going to be there. I mean that.
Yes,
just
Rock
that
Bannon
alone
will also be there.
You know, the Hall of Famer. It's all in his head for the most part, but the Hall of Famer Rock Bannon will be there, and he has brought together a formidable force of talent.
Listen, Chris, we both know that you hate him with a burning passion. We saw that last month when you, were very, very impartial during the main event, wearing Jacked and Juicy merch.
So
anyway,
he blames me for everything, and I have nothing to do with it. I just do commentary. So,
but your burning passion of hating Rock Band on the side, we'll say, working relationship is the best way to put that. We're not friends, but he's agreed to not have his tag team champions take my head off if I, not trash him constantly on the microphone. We've come to some middle ground there. But the man's a strategist. He's not an idiot. He may sound stupid at times, and he may not dress in the current decade. But you're not a dumb person if you can put a team together that has both the world heavyweight title and the tag team titles. So he's doing something right. He's got some kind of strategy going into this fight. He's got some kind of plan. So Rebel and whatever mystery partner you've chosen for the evening, I hope you're ready not only for a tall task, but also to keep both eyes in the back of your head on Rock Bannon.
How you doing, Ty? And Angela, I didn't say hi to you either. Sorry about that earlier, but glad to have you guys back watching. WSN is in their heads. Yeah.
I mean, they've got him riled up. He couldn't, as much as he doesn't want to admit it, he wouldn't stop talking about him last week. So they're living rent free in Rock Bannon's head, whether he likes it or not.
No, I agree with you on that. It's I think he's trying to convince himself that they're not important, but I think he knows that there's something to be said about that. So
yeah, they are important. They've listen. There are two things that can help you gain success in professional wrestling. You can either be really big and strong, or you can have money. Well, WSN has one of those things, and Rock Bannon has the other. So we'll have to see which factor plays into excuse me. Need a match WSN versus the Rock Bannon group. I hope WSN chooses champions for that match because no offense to Blade, no offense to Brady, but those two ain't gonna fight the posse anytime soon. Call Shogun again, call Axel again.
Oh, they've got some people on their network. I mean,
they've got
Older. He's pretty impressive. There'd be some others. I'm sure that they have a pool to bring down.
Oh yeah, they've got a whole just phone book of people.
We forget. Let us not forget that WSN is not just local. I mean, this is
they're
nationwide, worldwide. I guess even with the so they've got and they got the money to back them up. So
see,
yep.
Brady is smart. He knows where his bread's buttered. He knows that he can afford a talent that can fight the posse. He ain't going to go in there alone. That'd be very dumb.
Yeah.
That'd be borderline suicidal. So I'm glad that he has enough self-preservation to not just confront the two biggest men on the APW roster face to face.
Checking in. All right.
Say it sounds like, speaking of big men on the APW roster, we may have company.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we got that much money. I don't know. The WSN.
Yeah, no, we are. That's a little too high out of our budget to come fight Rock Bannon and his boys.
There we go. Now we've got our guest for the evening.
There we go.
Now, bringing on the one and only Ocho Camacho. I don't know if you're muted on your side or I'm not seeing.
Damn it, Chris, you still blind?
No, I can see a little bit now. There's just
Gotta enjoy technical difficulties.
We'll give him a second to figure that out there. So there it goes. There, I got it.
All right.
Now I got it.
There we go. Good evening, Mr. Ocho.
Damn computers. What's up, people?
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Computer's fault.
I get it for sure. So
very much so.
Thank you for joining us tonight. I know it has been a while since you have been in APW, and we are definitely looking forward to the return of Ocho Camacho.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back.
So I don't know if you've heard your originally scheduled opponent has been injured and will not be here. So you will not be taking on Aaron Atlas.
Yeah, that's real convenient.
You never know.
Well, if he didn't have a knee injury before, he would have had a knee injury after. So
okay, well,
this is fair. This is fair.
but you will be taking on Will Locke. I don't know.
Okay.
Neither one of us have been able to find anything on him. I don't know if you know Will or not.
I'm familiar with Will.
Okay.
He is.
So
we are out of the same academy.
All right. He's a man of mystery, it seems. I was trying to find some information on him, and so that.
Well, from what I know about him, it'll be a good war. So
okay.
Yeah.
But you will be taking on Will Locke this Saturday night in
Keene.
Trying to go to Alvarado in Keene, Texas.
Keene, Texas, Chris Hill
Fitness Center. There's.
Yeah.
So, Ocho, you and your family.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new fitness center. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So you and your family very involved in wrestling throughout Texas and beyond. I know that.
Yep.
What got you all in going in wrestling?
Oh man. For myself, I was always fascinated with it since I was a kid. I really can't put it into words, but I know all of us that are fans of wrestling. It's just kind of that feeling you got when you were a child and you watched it on TV, but it went farther with me than just wanting to be a fan. I wanted to know what it was like being in the ring. And as crazy as it may sound, I've always been a fan of sweat and pain, nerves, adrenaline, and you get all that stuff in wrestling. So, and the same thing with the rest of my family. It's just kind of our bread and butter. We're all the same, warriors at heart.
How long have you been wrestling?
Professionally, 5 years.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That is, with all due respect, Mr. Ocho, that is a relatively short time, and you are already eyes on the prize for the APW Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is. There's plenty of guys that have been in the wrestling game way longer than me, but I always tell them at the same time I came into the pro wrestling game when some guys are on their way out. So a lot of my life experience translates into the ring. So being new. Green to wrestling, it really doesn't. I don't feel like it affects me. I still have a pretty high IQ when it comes to situations. So,
well, we are definitely looking forward to your match with Will Locke. You said you guys came out of the same training academy. What can you tell us about this man of mystery? Because we have not been able to find footage. He's been avoiding our interviews. I was out on assignment last week trying to find info on him. What can you tell us about your opponent this Saturday?
I've seen what he could do in the ring. He's athletic. He's hard hitting. He's got a lot of energy. So I know the crowd will like to see him. I know he's going to hit me hard. I'm going to hit him hard, and so it's going to be. We're going to hit each other, and I think the crowd's going to like it. So I'm sure we could do something special out there.
Yeah. Now, for those who don't know, he's
a recent graduate. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, he's a recent graduate. So
okay,
but he's good. So I'm looking forward to it, actually.
For those who don't know, how would you describe your style of wrestling?
I'm a striker. I like to hit. I like to hurt. I like to bend stuff, break stuff. I'm kind of brutal. I can be technical when I have to be, but I don't think you have to do a lot of flashy stuff to hurt somebody. I think with me, I just need to get my hands on them.
Got it.
Not let them go, and that'll get the job done. So,
Definitely sounds like we are in for a big brawl, a big fight
Definitely
for
so.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hoss fight, is what it's sounding like.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you can put it that way.
But Chris,
any memorable matches that you've had recently, or not even recently in your career? What's been your most memorable? It doesn't have to be APW anywhere. That's
probably. There was the one time I lost a match and I had to shave my goatee. Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there was the time I got my head busted open. There was a time I got knocked unconscious. There was a street fight I had with Jason Bruce. I want to say it was in 2002 or 2022. I'm sorry. I always remember that one. That was in Mineral Wells. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to put it on just one match or one moment. I mean, I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of great moments, fun matches, whether it was just because the crowd was hot or memorable because I got hurt or,
Enough.
Well, one thing for sure about being at the Advanced Fitness Center is that it's more of a compact space, and so even though it may not be as big of a crowd as we might get at some of the other venues, it sounds a lot louder because everyone's right there. Yeah.
And that being said, I mean, I've told people, I'm not sure. I mean, I've never wrestled in front of 50,000 people, but even at the small shows with the small crowd and those intimate settings, there's still so much energy there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it matters whether it's 50, 500, 5,000 or 50,000. And I've been to large concerts and small concerts. And I've even kind of thought to myself, sometimes I feel like the concerts where there's only a couple of hundred people were better than the shows that had 20,000 people there.
I agree with you. Yeah.
That's fair.
So,
that's very fair.
Yeah. I have no problem with a small venue. I love it.
Said I grew up. You're talking about wrestling. I grew up going to WWE, WCW events, seeing with the big thing. But I really enjoy the indie circuit and just kind of getting up close and personal. And
yeah,
you're never more than like 5 rows away.
Yeah. And I've gotten guys to come to shows that had never seen professional wrestling in person, and they're like, wow, dude, that was amazing, and there was a small show with maybe 100 people there. They're like, we watch it on we watch WWE or whatever. Well, sorry, I don't know if I could have said that, but whatever.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. And they enjoyed it. That they had a blast, at their first show at an indie show with 100 people, more or less.
I've definitely I've been to many shows in many different states, so definitely those smaller crowds, it's a different kind of energy, whether it's whether it be up in the great city of Philadelphia where everyone's a little crazy, even the fans, whether it's been down here in Texas, deep in the heart of Von Erich country. The more intimate settings are just, it's a whole kind of it's a whole different kind of
Texas
energy.
is Camacho country too.
Yeah, I'm not here to
take nothing away from the Von Erichs, but there's room for the both of us.
I'd say
Yes,
there's enough of you taking over now.
I had a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You've said you're looking, eyes on the prize. Levi Lucas, APW heavyweight champion. Is there anyone else in APW you've got eyes on? Whether it be dream opponent, whether it just be someone you've already got beef with and you're not done with them? Is there anyone out there that you're looking out for lack of a better term?
I wouldn't mind a rematch against Jace Osai.
Okay.
The Ronin Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
I would not mind a run back with him. He got lucky the first time we fought.
All right.
I was just thinking about him the other day that APW needs to bring him back too, because we have not. I think that was the last time he was here. Was your match?
Yeah, we had a
Oh.
good war. I enjoyed the battle with him, but by the skin of my teeth, I think it could have went the other way. So
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more with Ocho Camacho.
You have dreams of getting a sick pump and getting jacked and juicy like Jacked and Juicy Joe Angelo Garcia and the King Outlaw Jason Bruce. And what you need to do is you need to come on down to Advanced Fitness Center, AFC 2221, FM 2280, King, Texas. Come in and get a sick pump. Ask questions. Call 817-506-0003, 817-506-0003. King, Texas, come in and get jacked and juicy like Jacked and Juicy, baby. Are you enjoying watching full episodes of Advanced Pro Wrestling on the DC Network? Well, why not catch a live show? Advanced Pro Wrestling is bringing action throughout the year in Johnson County. Catch one of our shows live in Cleveland or Alvarado, Texas. Well, what are you waiting for? Visit advancedprowrestling.com and get your tickets today for the next live show and come be a part of the APW experience.
Let it play that time, but
Yes,
next
you did.
show, next show will be Iron Paradise in Keene, Texas, where our guest Ocho Camacho will be taking on Will Locke.
Next show will be Iron Paradise in Keene, Texas.
Ocho, I want to ask another question. So you've got lots of family members who are a part of it. Is there any competition between you as to who's the head of the family?
We have those discussions very often. Some of them can be playful, and I was seeing in the past, some of them not so much.
Yeah.
And we've had a few battles in the past, but that's just the way it is with family and brothers and siblings. But I like to think we all bring something different to the table. So I think, honestly, it'll probably just that war will go on forever with us. But we're family, so it's okay,
That's how families go. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're not fighting, then something's wrong.
So you're responding to the I was questioning that old Ray.
Yeah, I think he's older than me, man. I mean,
yeah.
I think they're thinking 2003 Rey Mysterio or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people forget how long Ray's been around. So that's when I was in college, he was wrestling. So there's.
I know he still looks like he's 25, but trust me, he's older than me. So.
Yeah. All right. So any stories from the road that you funny, scary, any PG-13?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh man, it's got to be with Angel, man. Angel is a road trip with Angel is very eventful. There's one time we all met at my house because we were going to Arkansas, and this is nothing I've never told him to his face or whatever. So if he sees it, I don't care. Angel, if you're watching, I don't care, bro. Everything I'm saying is true, and I told you to your face. So we all meet up at my house early in the morning because it's an early show, and we gotta go to Arkansas. So he shows up. Everybody gets in my house. We get in my truck. He's the champion at this promotion. He lives an hour away from my house, and he forgot the belt in his house.
No.
Yeah. and he wanted me to drive back he wanted me to drive to his house in my truck. And I said, Angel, I'm not doing that. I said, I'm going to sit here and wait for you. I said, you go to the house and you get your belt and you come back. I said, and you better not take long because we just might leave without you. So, and that actually is what started one of the feuds that we had. Yeah, it's that legit is what started one of the feuds we had. Yeah, I'd say that's the most memorable.
Yeah. Well, Rock made it known last week that he used to, whether like I can't remember how he put it. I don't think he was managing you necessarily, but he was one of your guys, or you're one of his guys.
Took credit for
yes
your
we
time
did some
in
work for him.
APW.
Yeah,
we did some work for him. Yeah,
how you feeling
did some
about
work
this?
for him.
How you feel about the new faction that he has going on right now? With have you seen much of the posse?
With a no.
I'm sorry. Who is in that group?
So you got Levi Lucas is and then you've got Big John G and Big Herd.
Okay. I don't know. The one I'm familiar with the most out of that group is Levi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to take anything away from Levi. Levi is really good. So if Rock Bannon is got something going on with Levi, I mean, it's definitely understandable. You make alliances with whatever's best for business. So I'm not mad at him for that. And me and Levi have crossed paths before. We have fought before. So, I mean, that's good for him. We've gone to war with Levi. We've done work for Rock. So, hey, if they got something good going on, more power to them.
I think I would like to see you and Levi.
That'd be good.
Here.
That'd be fun to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to run it back with Levi. We've done some tag stuff against each other. We've never had a one-on-one. So
yeah.
He is our current heavyweight champion, and he's looking for challengers. Well, he's not looking for challengers. The APW board is looking for challengers.
Yeah.
Levi's trying to stay at home as much as he can.
No, I was thinking we've been talking
about. He did make a social media post about if I impressed him, that he'd be willing to give me a shot. So
no, we heard that.
Yeah, he's thrown it out there that he ain't scared. So he knows I'm not either.
Yeah, we're talking about big guys for taking on the posse. Bringing in Angel would help with that for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. Angel's a little big. I don't know. Yeah, he's kind of big. So yeah.
You'll see Big Herd and Big John G this Saturday as well, though. They're both in action at Iron Paradise.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll have to keep my eye on them. Because if they work the way we used to work, I know if I end up facing Levi, I know that I'm going to probably end up facing all of them.
Yeah.
Understand.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I know I'm just coming back, but I try to think ahead. So I'll keep my eye on them.
Well, there we go. Iron Paradise this Saturday night in Keene, Texas at Advanced Fitness Center, 7:00 bell time. You want to get your tickets now. As we mentioned multiple times, it is a smaller venue, so you do want to get tickets now. Get there, see Ocho in action. We've got women's championship match on the line. We've got tag match championship match. We've got lots going on all this Saturday. So any final words for us tonight, Ocho?
Check me out on Facebook, Ocho Camacho, Instagram, Big 8 Camacho, TikTok, Big 8 Camacho. Get your tickets, apwwrestling.com, and see me make Willock tap out this Saturday at Iron Paradise.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Spoiler alert.
Ooh.
Jay, any final words tonight?
I am ecstatic for Saturday night. Iron Paradise is going to be an amazing show. I'm looking forward to seeing Ocho work live for the first time. So
Okay.
I've heard good things. I've heard big things. So I'm excited for this match. And I, of course, will always have an eye on everyone on the roster up and down, and trying to keep my head on my shoulders when it comes to the posse and Rock Bannon.
I don't think I know I've seen Ocho. I don't know that we were doing commentary since he's been here last. So I think it'll be our first time that'll be doing commentary for it. So, but definitely looking forward to it. Thank you for coming on tonight. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Next Thursday we will be back with more Squared Circle, the big show. I don't know exactly. We'll be recapping. We'll be talking about the next show as well as our WSN. We'll be broadcasting Battle Lines 3 next Thursday. So lots going on next week. But until then, we will see you all Saturday live. Have a great night.